What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Free Game, and this is another free take. A lot has not happened in the hip-hop world with this beef that is slowly subsided, but I think Drake's spinning the block again. I think he's spinning the block on Kendrick again, ladies and gentlemen. If you aren't familiar with one of the greatest hip-hop beefs of all time, Kendrick won. I think that the only people that will say otherwise is Drake fans. Not Like Us has charted for months in the top 5. I actually heard it on the radio, and I live in Lincoln, Nebraska. I heard it on the radio, Not Like Us, about Drake being a pedophile on the radio. It's insane. And I don't think there's any argument that Kendrick won. It's no news that Kendrick has been quiet. I think he's on album mode right now. A lot of people are saying October, somewhere around that area, he'll drop the album, and when that album drops, it's going to do numbers. There's no doubt about it. But there has been a little 100 gigs that have been dropped. I think a total of six songs. Not all of them have hit streaming, but Drake has dropped 100 gigs. Kind of some loosies, just throwing them out there, seeing if they'll stick. Now, the first little 3-pack of 100 gigs didn't do well at all. I think the best one charted at like 22. It's Up with Young Thug and Drake. Not a bad song, but for a Drake song to chart that low is insane. And we're in the, post-beef to where everybody's just looking at everything Drake does and just like, look at what Kendrick did to him. So I picked Kendrick in the beef. Obviously, if you guys followed the podcast, I was on Kendrick way before like that happened. So this is my wheelhouse on like Kendrick Drake. I've been on it. But I'm a Drake fan. I am. The second rendition of 100 gigs with Circadian Rhythm. What was the other one? Started with a no, I think. Anyways, those are good. And Super Soak obviously didn't hit streaming yet, as far as, the time that I'm recording. It hasn't hit streaming yet, but Lil Yachty's not on that one. Who cares? But there has been a little rumbling about, Drake posting these little documentary clips. I haven't watched any of them. I'm not dove in like that. I'm not invested that much to go find anything outside of streaming unless the beef does continue. If the beef continues, I'm locked in. I want it to continue. I want a round 2. I want a series 2, whatever you want to call it. But Drake did post Rasheed Wallace. I think it was a clip after the playoffs or the NBA Finals. I don't remember which one. And he just said, we're going to win game 2. This isn't game 2. This is probably like series 2. But a lot of people are thinking that means that Drake's going to spin the block on Kendrick again. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, it depends on how Drake approaches this. My question is this. If he does try to go at Kendrick again, what else can Drake say that'll get Kendrick to respond? I don't know. And if you're in Kendrick's position, if he doesn't say anything that he hasn't said already, that isn't worse than what's already been said, do I even respond? Because if Kendrick doesn't respond and Drake just makes this about bars, what it should have been in the first place, is it worth responding to? Because in my opinion, it's not. Like, worse shit has been said. This whole beef. We've crossed that line already. We can't go back. There is no bar for bar anymore. Like, J. Cole apologized and dropped out because it's not bar for bar anymore. Kendrick warned Drake to keep it bar for bar, and he didn't. So it's not bar for bar anymore. What else can you say? What other information do you have on Kendrick that hasn't been said already? Because I know for a fact, the songs that Kendrick has released already, Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, Euphoria, 616 in LA. 4 songs. I guarantee you there's worse songs that he has locked and loaded than those 4. Guarantee. This dude has had nothing but time from his last album till Like That. Nothing but time. Nothing but time. And I firmly believe that Meet the Grams, Euphoria, Not Like Us, I believe those are pre-recorded prior to the beef. I do. I think that obviously he upgraded some stuff and edited some stuff to make it sound, prior to time, current time. But he's got 5 more in the tuck. Drake, is it even worth it? That would be my question. I'm here for it. Okay, that was probably one of the greatest times I've ever had podcasting, was this beef, because it was so, like, monumental. Like, it lived up to the hype. The songs, each song that Drake and Kendrick made, all fire, and everybody was so invested. Everybody was invested. I was invested. All the conspiracy theory stuff and all the little hints that you're trying to break down, all the hidden lyrics, the meanings, all that. One of the best rap beefs ever. I didn't say but it has an argument. It has an argument. For the Drake fans out there, this is just for you. I know it's been rough. Thankfully, I was on the right side of the team. But I know it's been rough. This is just for the Drake fans. Do you want to see a rematch between Drake and Kendrick Lamar? Like, I'm being dead serious. Is it worth it? Is he going to approach it differently? Because if he approaches it differently and takes Kendrick serious, I think it would be a closer fight, in my opinion. I want to see it. I'm here for it. If Drake's making music and Kendrick's making music, I'm here for it. If they're beefing, I'm here for it. So, I just think that there's nothing else for Drake to say about Kendrick that'll be worth winning the second time around. What else can you say? What else do you know about him? Because here's the crazy thing about this beef. Kendrick was labeled as a woman beater. Drake was labeled as a PDF. You know what that means. No one really talks about that anymore. And Not Like Us is still being played. And it's about Drake being a PDF. I don't think Drake is a pedophile. I don't think Kendrick beats on his wife. So, when you have all that, and nobody not that I've heard, nobody really believes the accusations of these two. Two things are going to happen. And this is going to get scary. One thing that could happen is Drake just tries to bar for bar Kendrick, and Kendrick just ignores it. Because, like I said, we're across that bridge. Like, we're not bar for barring anymore, obviously. And the second thing is, and this is probably the most craziest take. It's a free take. I think the only thing Drake can do to get Kendrick out is to say another crazy, outlandish accusation that isn't true, but to make everybody believe that it is. I don't know how you do that. I don't know what accusation there is worse than what's already been presented, but I feel like that's the only way to go about this. Because the worst shit has been said. My curiosity is, what else does Kendrick know about Drake? That's the thing. You're the biggest pop star in the world. You live your life on the internet. You're always on camera. You're showing video footage of studio footage, backstage footage with The Weeknd and DJ Drama when you were young, like B-roll type stuff. You live your life behind the camera on the internet. If there's something else that you know personally, you've done, and Kendrick has 5 songs ready and you don't know what they're about yet, is it worth spinning the block again? I don't think so. I think Drake should have just took his loss, kept quiet, dropped 100 gigs, make another album with Party Next Door, is what I've heard, and just chill. Just chill. This isn't worth it. I'm telling you. I personally want to know because I'm messy. But if I were Drake, I don't want to know what Kendrick has left. I don't. I mean, look at what he did. He diffused Drake's nuke with Meet the Grams. He made a club hit that little kids are singing about a very terrible and disgusting subject about a person. It's literally the kiss of death to have that label on you. And I mean, Euphoria, to be honest with you, Euphoria was probably the second best song in the whole beef. Like, I love Euphoria. Euphoria is fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. He did all that. And he's got 5 more. Look, if I was in that position, I'd shut my fucking mouth. He's already proved to me that he's not to be fucked with. There are some people on this earth that you don't fuck with. Kendrick Lamar has to be one of them. I'm not saying that to dick ride. I'm not saying that because I picked Kendrick. I am basing it off the information that I've seen and that I've heard. Look at what he's done to Drake. I'm sorry. So, if he does spin the block, I'm here for it. I'm tuned in. I'm going to break it down on free takes all day. Way better than what I did last time. And if Drake doesn't, it's okay. He's still making good music. Kendrick's making an album. Fucking fantastic for hip-hop. Fucking amazing for hip-hop. In a time where hip-hop has been dry and the bars have not been barring, fucking amazing for hip-hop. And J. Cole's still making the fall off. So, hey, if we get another beef, I'm here for it. And I'll be breaking it down right here. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you it. But that is going to be it for this free take. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you go and listen to free takes and the Free Game Podcast on Free Game Podcast, whether you're listening to Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. The link will be in the description. It'll be in the bio. I'll make sure you guys have it already. It's the black and white one, by the way. That's going to be like the free take one. The black and yellow one's still up, but I couldn't get back into it for some reason, so I just made a whole new one, and I'll put the remaining podcasts and episodes all on there. So there's the home. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think, because let me know if you're a Drake fan and you really think that he should spin the block. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm right. You will get addressed on Free Game. Just let you know that now. But if there's any other free takes that you guys would want me to talk about, comment them down below, and I will definitely do them. I got all the time in the world. So that is Free Game, and we're out.